Everybody, and welcome to the beginning of Chris's Chapter 3. And to start it off, we're gonna read the thing of what happened in Chapter 2. So, hold on. Sorry. My microphone had a weird light on it. I don't know what that's about. Hopefully you can hear me. Chris encounters a man called Nash when she is taking a break at a village Thanksgiving fair in Ixay. The buoyant Nash makes Chris uneasy. At that moment, turmoil erupts as the Lizard Clan makes a surprise attack on Ixay village. During the battle, Jimbo of the Karaya clan tells Chris to seek the Flame Champion in order to find out about her father. Unsure of this, Chris decides to travel with Nash as the loyal Salome advises. I did a lot better that time.
Not bad.
This is our second time trying to record this. We've been having technical difficulties.
Sadly so.
I honestly don't know why. I mean, like, and the funny thing is we were finally head videos and the last batch completely all failed. I was like, no. What now? Are we heading to the Chisha village?
Since I've never gone this way before, I thought we should hire a guide.
That's just great. A guide needs a guide, huh?
Better safe than sorry.
Alright. Let me fix my controller. Dang it!
I was wondering. I hadn't seen you do it yet.
Well, the funny thing is it's 50-50. It doesn't need to do every time. I don't know why.
Hurry up, Rico!
Wait for me, sir. We have to pay for the room. Psh, we don't pay.
Forget it! Why should I pay when they were so rude?
But master, that's dishonest. Man, wouldn't that be cool if we can get away with that in real life? You're like, one person was rude to me, I'm not gonna pay.
Oh, hello. Have we met?
So, Chris could say, you mistake me for another, or now that you mention it, but I get the feeling since he's already recognized this, there's no point in really, like, faking it, so... now that you mention it, have we? Oh, that's it.
That's it? I've met you somewhere. Oh! You are Lady Chris of the Zexon Knights!
Yes, just shout it out.
Shh! Not so loud! Pardon?
Excuse me.
So that's the story. I apologize. I admit I was too careless. By the way, why did you come this way?
So I could say we're seeking clues, or how is that your business, or sightseeing. I think sightseeing would be kind of lame to pull off at this point. How is that your business is awfully rude. So I guess by this point, we can tell we're seeking clues. He might know something, so let's try that. We're seeking clues that will lead us to the Flame Champion. Are you still looking for some sort of evil?
I think we are both on the same track.
Is the Flame Champion evil? Excuse me?
I'm following a rumor too. So, what do you say? Might we travel together for a while? Strength in numbers with the same objective?
So I could say, can you hang on for a second, or we might as well. So the funny thing is, the first time we did this, we said, can you hang on for a second? Because we were like, oh, well, let's talk to Nash. And he was all like, and this, was it Fred? He's like, yes, let's travel together, let's go. And I was very confused by that reaction. Like, we didn't even confirm with Nash, so I'm kind of curious what happens if we say yes, we might as well. I'm wondering if they got him backwards or something. Let's just find out. Yes, we might as well.
Then it's decided. Rico, come here.
This is exactly the same thing.
It is.
What is it, Master?
This is Lady Chris. We will be traveling together, so introduce yourself properly.
Oh, right, sir. I am Rico, Master Pride's attendant. Nice to meet you, madam. Glad to make your acquaintance, Rico.
I suppose a few more able hands wouldn't hurt.
Quite right. I was pretty much identical to the other one, strangely.
Yeah. Well then, let's get started.
Ah, Fred is showing 108 stars. So is Rico.
Nicely done.
Alright, we're gonna switch Fred and Nash. Yeah, there we go, so they can have the Maximilian Knights combo. Not that we're probably gonna use it, but...
I was gonna say.
I just like to have them together to show people that it's possible. Alright, so let's find some guides. These guys look nice. Let's talk to them.
These humans are hard to read. Who knows what's on their minds? You're right, brother. Remember the girl with the squeaky voice we encountered the other day? And what of the man we just saw?
I'm assuming the girl with the squeaky voice is probably Lily, and we don't know about the man he just saw.
Grah, I don't see how the sergeant puts up with them. I couldn't. Very true. Mm-hmm. Yes, and what? Oh, Frap! You again?
Oh, I guess that's the man they just saw. It was Fred.
Yes, is there a problem?
I wonder. We've spent hours on a wild goose chase looking for evil, and you've come up empty-handed.
I love how they use the metaphor wild goose chase.
Yeah, right? Also, I just realized I did the wrong voice, but whatever.
That's okay.
Would you have liked it better if you had come face to face with evil?
Such insolence! Watch yourself, knave.
I'd ruffle your feathers, duck. We'll have to go through. You'll have to go through me to get to my master.
Grah.
Excuse me. Can I clarify this mess?
Go on.
Actually, we need a guide to take us to the Chisha village. I've heard how brave Duck Clan men are, and how traveling merchants often hire them as guards.
Not the women.
That's right.
Then will you take us there?
It wouldn't normally pose a problem, but with the recent skirmishes going on, our chief wants us to remain here. If you get permission from the chief, we'll be happy to escort you.
Okay, let's find the chief then. Village chief?
What chief?
That's rude.
Yes, the chief's the one sporting the finest tail feather. He should be around here someplace.
Ooh, okay. Okay, whatever you say.
So just find the duck with the finest tail feather.
Yeah, this should be pretty easy. Look at all those ducks.
Chris, how do we distinguish one duck from the next?
I like how we have to go around looking at all their butts, too. You're asking the wrong person. Alrighty then, let's look. Well, it's not obviously them. It's not this bird. I don't think it's this guy. Let's talk to him. Maybe give us a hint. The village chief is the one with the bright yellow beak.
Okay, that narrows it down from the ones with the bright yellow beaks to the ones with the bright yellow beak.
Yeah, and the slightly yellow beak. The village chief has beautiful feathers. Okay.
So that narrows it down to the ones that have beautiful feathers and bright yellow beaks, among those that have bright yellow
good
feathers.
tail, yeah.
Or bright
Bright
yellow
tail.
beaks. Yeah.
The village chief is the one with the tuftiest tail. Ooh, tuftiest. Oh, he's got
Easy.
nice tail feathers and tufty tail.
Easy to spot.
The village chief has big round eyes.
Okay, that is
Oh.
really narrowing it down.
Yeah, this is. Let's see if he's got any more hints for us. The village chief is a great swimmer. Oh, we can quickly tell how good someone swims by looking at them. The village chief loves fish. Oh, we had this discussion before. I was like, do ducks eat fish? And you were like, some do. Oh, let's get the lottery guy to show up, because I like this scene now that I know this. Wait, where is he? Wait, what? Didn't he come up before?
I don't...
Oh, no, here he comes. Whoosh! There you go. I just love seeing that. Oh, wait. This duck, he obviously looks like a good swimmer. He's got a bright yellow beak, big round eyes, a really tufty tail. Let's check it out. Excuse me, sir, I can't see your butt from here.
It's difficult to
Sir.
get a good view. Yeah, you can't tell.
I can't see your butt. Can you please turn around? I must confirm how good your tail feathers are. Maybe I'm blocking him? Oh, okay. Oh, no.
Those feathers do look rather tufty.
Yeah, this must be the village chief.
He's posing for the camera.
Well, it seems like we have guests. Welcome to the Duck Clan. Oh, good. We found him. It looks he's obviously the chief, just looking at him.
I mean, yeah, as soon as you saw the character model, it's like, well, yeah, of course that one's the chief.
Yeah. We managed to get the chief's permission by a nose, beak.
Excellent.
That scene never gets old. I don't know why. I just love that they were all trying to explain what he looks like. Alright, let's talk with these people.
Hello again. I see you found the chief. He's most remarkable, isn't he?
Indeed. And his tail feathers were as impressive as you said.
I told you!
He's given permission for you to guide us, if you will.
Absolutely. For the proper pay.
That depends. What do you consider proper?
How much fish do you have?
To go to the Geisha village will cost 2,000 potch.
I didn't think it was that funny.
2,000?
Fish! That's highway robbery, but I'll pay it.
Ooh-wee! How easily the upper class parts with money.
Enough. Chris, I know exactly how you feel.
Leave everything to us. We know what we're doing. It's a short trip to Geisha village, so don't worry about a thing.
Alright, so I got Wilder and Red. I almost said Red and Link for some reason.
Not like they're popular internet celebrities.
Yeah. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm kind of... I just want to check something really quick. Okay, I didn't spend skill points. I want to do something real quick. I do want to spend a couple minutes here real quick. So Rico has a water rune. And let's see here. So Chris, so Nash has a water rune. Rico has a water rune. So what I'm about to do seems a little awkward, but I really want Chris to have a water rune, and there's a reason for it. Y'all see later. But I'm gonna go ahead and just deal with this now while we have the opportunity. So I'm gonna give her water magic, and I'm gonna spend a bunch of skill points on that. Boop, doop, boop, doop, boop. I guess while I'm doing this real quick, I'm going to mention, I apologize for the spotty uploads. I try to do one a week. However, you know, we don't have time. We only have one time a week basically to record. And so what happened was we recorded a whole bunch recently, and they all failed. So I kind of missed my weekly upload. And while I do strongly strive to do once a week, for the next couple months, I have a lot going on. I think I'm literally traveling 4 or 5 times in the next 3 months. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to get done. I'm gonna try, but we'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I actually may have a business trip sometime around the start of next month as well, and
so yeah, I got a family wedding to go to. I might have to go to Austin for work for a business trip. I'm moving in a couple months, and so I'm gonna go on a short trip for house hunting. And then, of course, then I'm actually going to be moving in August, so I have I have quite a few trips. Oh, and I think I might have something else coming up too. But yeah, in fact, like for the family wedding, I got to fly from California to New York. It's like literally 11 hours worth of travel, and I'm not looking forward to that trip.
yeah,
Probably
you're talking about
Dragon Quest the whole time.
You're talking about 11 hours, and 11 got me thinking. I was like, oh, you know, we were looking at a cruise that was an 11-day cruise, but...
So, real quick, back to Suikoden. So you'll notice that we got more stuff opened up. Now, I could go this direction and even probably do a couple recruits, but the thing about Suikoden 3 is I don't know if it's possible to actually miss anybody in this game. I think you can always go back and get somebody. I'm 90% sure.
90, not 99. Interesting.
No. So I kind of want to wait till, first of all, this trail is really long and the gain is so little. I would probably just have to cut it out, and that's kind of silly. So I'm just going to wait to go there. There's nothing really that you need to do, but if you're playing this on your own, I mean, you can go ahead and go down there, get some extra experience and explore, maybe get a couple extra people, but honestly, for Chris, she doesn't need any characters right now. She's pretty powerful on her own.
Yeah, as I say, Chris and like Ghetto are usually pretty fine. It's kind of Hugo that struggles a bit at various points in the game.
Or Thomas. So
or Thomas.
I mean, don't worry, we'll get the people. That's kind of one thing about Suikoden 3 that's interesting is you can really there are a lot of people that you can get in a lot of different chapters. So it's open-ended in that way. So it's kind of funny. I think a lot of people who are really more into this specific game in the series than I am, they kind of like, oh no, there's a perfect structure to do, there's a perfect timing to get everybody, but you know, I'm never about doing anything perfectly in games.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely optimize it, like we said, even for Hugo or Thomas or whoever that's got a little bit of weakness. Same sort of thing with, like, Chris always seems to have plenty of potch.
Yeah.
Ghetto, it seems like always has plenty of potch, but, like, Thomas is always really low. Hugo's kind of low until later in the game, so...
Yeah, like, the one thing I probably would have done a little differently was I probably would have, on Thomas's chapters, gotten a couple more strong people, but that takes a lot more time. So if I was playing on my own, I probably would have taken the time to do it, but since I'm trying not to spend too much time on the RPG elements in this game, because that's the one thing about Suikoden 3, is there's a lot more of the RPG element than the story element. And then, of course, in Suikoden 4, the biggest problem with Suikoden 4 is there's just so much traveling. Oh my gosh. I just can't get past how much you have to travel in the game, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Well, that's the one that's on the sea, right?
Yeah, and the first time I played it, I didn't know you could speed up the boat. Oh my gosh, it was so painful.
So I went back and replayed Wind Waker HD recently, or I played Wind Waker HD for the first time, but I played Wind Waker previously, just on the GameCube. And I'm playing it, I'm like, there's this sail that you can get now that speeds everything up.
Oh.
And I was playing, I was like, was this in the original game? Like, I don't remember it, but... I mean, the game feels the same, so I'm guessing it was in the original game, I just forgot about it. Turns out, no, they added it specifically to the HD re-release.
Huh. Maybe
And I was
people
like,
were complaining.
Well, yeah, a lot of people complained that was the most annoying part of the game, was that you were just sailing around. I think those are mostly the people... I'm not going to say it's exclusively so. Like, a lot of people have valid complaints, but... a lot of those people that seemed like never got the ability to teleport around because it was possible to miss that ability in the game.
Oh, yeah.
And so they just completely missed the fact that you could teleport around, or else they didn't get it until like late in the game. And they ended up sailing around the entire world for most of the game, which would get really tedious, I can imagine.
Yeah. I'm actually playing Dragon Quest VI at the moment. Well, not this exact moment, but that's the game I've been actively playing. I'm still playing Dragon Quest VI. I'm like 40 hours into the game, and I think I still have 2 chapters to go. But man, I don't know if I've ever had so many forms of transportation like I do in this game. It's ridiculous. Like, I've got... you know what? Actually, I'm kind of afraid to list what I've got because I don't want it to spoil in case anybody wants to play it. Because I wouldn't have even guessed a couple of them.
Yeah, I was
But
about
let me
to...
tell you, so I've got... Hold on. 1, 2, 4... I think I have 5 forms of transportation in this game.
Yeah, I was about to list off some stuff from Breath of the Wild, like the different things you can mount, and I was like, no, probably don't want to say that, just in case people want to discover the mounts for themselves.
Yeah.
But suffice to say, it's like, if it has 4 legs, it's basically like you can mount it.
Oh, I love Wilder. He's one of my favorite characters. He's the tall duck. I brought him to endgame at least once. I don't know why I like him. I actually really like the duck characters. I mean, they are warrior characters, but the thing I like about them is they're not like... When they say they're warriors, they're not like, you know, the traditional, like, all physical type warriors. I feel like they've got a decent sense of accuracy and a good balance. Like, some of them have good balance of magic. And Red feels more like the shoulder duck. I definitely feel like he's more powerhouse than Wilder, and I think that's why I like Wilder a bit more, is because he's a little bit more balanced if you wanted to give him I might end up... I don't know. I haven't really decided who I'm going to bring in-game for the LP. I'll probably actually try to bring, like, my best party, not just my personal favorites. Although, my favorite... I think we might actually meet my favorite character in this game. Like,
well, I think we're going to meet your favorite character in this game.
Well, we've already met... I mean, excluding Sasarai. I meant, like, exclusive to Suikoden 3. We're going to meet him this chapter.
Yes, yes.
Alrighty, we made it to the Chisha village.
Who is just a ridiculous character. I will mention now and forevermore.
Can't wait till we see him, because people are going to be like, wait, this is the guy? You really like this guy? Why?
It's such a stupid guy, and yet so awesome.
Yeah, you just laughed so hard when you finally figured out why he was cool.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure it out, but once I did, I was like, man, here we are at Chisha Village!
It's not the Chisha village now, I see.
The Chisha clan is one of the 6 clans. These villagers don't have warrior ancestors like the duck and lizard clans. But they are some of the nicest folks around. And their food is delicious!
Oh, now there's something to look forward to, right, Master Fred?
Yes, indeed.
I can't wait. At least it's not going to be fish, most likely. Okay, so... Oh, hello. Some strangely dressed people. I can't really say anyone's strangely dressed in this game, to be fair.
I was gonna say.
Welcome to you all. I've been expecting you. Please introduce yourselves. So I could say, Chris could say, expecting us, or hello, I'm Chris, but you know I'm gonna say, I am Schultenheim Reinbach III. What need is there for false name? No one here or in the village will harm you. If you say so. How do you know that isn't my real name? Chris could be a cover name for Schultenheim Reinbach III.
Indeed, it likely is. I mean, it's kind of a long-winded thing to say, so Chris is a lot easier.
Chris could, I mean, if you look at her, she could easily pass for Stoltenheim Reinbach III.
And to be fair, Lightfellow is kind of pretentious sounding. I mean, you go with Reinbach III, way less pretentious sounding, I gotta say.
Don't worry, we were waiting for you. You came here to look for your father, right? Yes I did, but how could you know that? I know because it's my job to know. Oh, you're one of those people.
She's a knower.
What do you mean? I'm on Twitter all the time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to remember the voice I did for her. I feel like the voice I did for her before was too low, but
That's
she
fine.
just seems so mature. How do you do? I am Yumi, and this is Yoon. She knew you were coming because she's a gifted child. Okay, they look really surprised.
What do you mean, gifted?
You mean she's a seer?
In a way, we are from Alma Keenan. Oh, even more surprised.
I don't understand. Why all the excitement? Does that make them important?
Guard your thoughts, fool! What you don't know could hurt you!
What are you talking about?
I like how is it Yoon right there? I don't remember which one is which now all of a sudden. But she was just kind of looking straight ahead. Now she's like looking at Fred like, what are y'all talking about? Please calm down, sir. Don't let them get to you. What's so special about Alma Keenan anyway?
Allow me to explain. The 6 clans consist of us, the Duck Clan, and 5 other clans. Lizard, Karaya, Sapphire, Chisha, and Alma Keenan. This is the first time I've ever met anyone from Alma Keenan.
Me too.
Oh, it was Yumi. That doesn't surprise me. We haven't gone outside our village for ages.
Why not? Have you been imprisoned there? For witchcraft, perhaps?
Watch your language, human.
What's wrong with you? What makes them so special?
Be careful, your rash behavior might earn you a curse.
A curse? Excuse me, that's not very nice to imply.
I cursed you.
Please, forgive me.
Well, I guess I'll let it be. You're merely misguided in what we do, although it does involve rituals and spirits. I think it's time we went inside. You must be tired. You can sit down and wait for her to get here. Oh, Yoon will join you for now. And so will Yumi. Alrighty. So... most everyone actually says pretty much the same thing they said back in Hugo's chapter, except for one person. And it's you! Say, do you want this? I don't know what it's for. Except metal set number 2. You know what, kid? I don't really know what it's for either. I kind of know what they do, but I'm going to explain it more when we actually go to use them. I think you could give people ranks and stuff like that to determine in the fights, but honestly, it's not that important. Welcome to our village. Are these the ones? Yes, they are. They will bring good to Chisha Village. Not the Chisha Village. I see. The bad ones will arrive soon as well.
I am utterly baffled. What is going on?
Yoon is possessed with the gift to see many things. See things? I see certain things very well, but this will not last for much longer. Sona, Yoon, they're here! This is what she meant. Mentors. And Franz. Dun dun dun.
Not Franz.
Let's come here to be a butt.
It's just misunderstood.
Yeah, that kind of is true a little. What are those things?
Mantors. In the books, men riding them, I suppose. This is the first time I've seen them, too.
Let's go before there's trouble. I don't need to I don't need to find out if her prophecy is true. Let's go straight towards them! Oh, hopefully YouTube won't flag me for that. Sana's just standing there, I love that.
Listen up. Bishop Sasarai, the leader of the Holy Harmonia Kingdom's army, wishes to avoid further conflict.
Wow, Sasarai's got power.
Thus, I have been ordered to locate the Firebringer gang. This village will be under our rule for as long as this situation remains. You will obey our orders. Is this clear?
Heck no.
This is not a request, it is a decree.
She just waddles up there. We cannot accept such a one-sided decree. Of course, are there ever two-sided decrees? We have no means to fight back, but we are the masters here.
When the Saphir clan resisted our investigation not long ago, the ensuing revolt against Harmonia resulted in tragedy. Do you wish that same fate upon yourselves?
Then you are saying that we should be enslaved by Harmonia just as you are. Ooh, burn!
Damn, you idiot!
Watch out! Let's protect her.
Who are you? You don't look like a villager.
Why should I divulge my identity to a beast? That's not a very nice thing to say to Ruby.
Our cover is blown. Weren't we supposed to remain anonymous?
I'm sorry, Nash, but we have ducks.
Yeah, I suppose I can see why your men look up to you.
How can we remain anonymous with a whole bunch of ducks behind us?
You want to fight then? Alright, get on with it.
Understood. It looks unavoidable, but don't underdo it. Don't underdo it, Franz. Don't overdo it, Franz.
I know!
They're not backing down, Nash. We'll have to fight our way out of this.
I hate it when this happens. Okay, let's get on with it.
Alright. So, whoops. You're wondering why it's asking us about this. It's because we can replace somebody. I'm gonna go ahead and replace Rico with Yubi. Another one of my favorite characters, actually. I really like Yubi in this game. She's a really good long-range character. Here they come! Alrighty. So, let's just wait. I want to take out this guy. Let's take him out first, just because I can.
Focus fire!
Sorry, I'm just like in awe of the game. I don't know why. I'm just having those moments. You know, I know I pick on this game, but it is a pretty game. I think they did a really good job on a lot of these character models. I like how you can see their facial expressions and stuff like that.
I was gonna say, yeah, like for a lot of the faults of the game, it's not really in the technical aspect of things. Like they did a good job technically with most of the stuff in the game.
Yeah.
Like the character models are beautiful, the art's beautiful, the music is good.
And this story isn't weak, unfortunately. Which, you know, unfortunately, that's Suikoden 4's downfall is the weak story. But
Suikoden 3 had some story pacing issues, I would say, more than anything else.
Yeah, definitely with that. In fact, I think that's why I recommend to a lot of people if they really like Suikoden, but they don't really want to put the time and effort into 3. I'm like, just read the manga; it's just as good.
Yeah. They told me there were no fighters in Chisha Village. Let's get out of here.
Oh, so you're just gonna pick on a bunch of wusses? Oh, not wusses, but agreed.
You will regret this.
He people who can't defend themselves. They're not wusses, but
Pacifists.
yeah, that's a good one. So, I'm a little sad though that as cool as this scene is, I kind of wish they had clipped in that the intro with like the anime style with the Mantors attacking Shisha
Oh
Village.
yeah.
That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, that would have been. They're gone.
Yes, but they're just a sample of the Harmonian army. If they're on a recon mission, we haven't seen the end of this yet. Your help is appreciated. We have no means with which to fight here. We're in your debt. Don't mention it. We should have been more careful. That attack's not the end of it. We can expect Harmonia's main army next. You took up arms on our behalf. Be proud. But it turned out, if you hadn't resisted, we would have in our own way, for this land was... You know, I tripped up on this the last time. For this land was once the land of the Flame Champion. I was determined to get that right this time. Dang it. Alrighty, so Wilder and Red has left, yes. Everyone's left. Oh no, we're all alone.
You want to save?
I am gonna save. I'm gonna save, and we're gonna stop here, and we'll see you guys next time when we go and chat with everybody about what just happened. So, bye for now.
Bye, guys.